I will share with you the tools that allowed me to skip therapy. I'm into spirituality for almost 10 years and I have mastered so many self-help tools, techniques, and by practicing them many times, trying out different methods, it has become so natural for me that no matter what situation I'm in, I know what exactly I can use. Is it some journaling practice, some specific meditation, some specific thought pattern that helps me to just get through this process myself, and very rarely I feel like that I need help from someone else. Disclaimer, of course, this is not for everyone. There are cases where you cannot do this alone, so if you feel that you really need help, therapy is an amazing way, and I myself think that it's great even if you feel good, just as a regular cleansing practice for your mind, body and soul. Welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha, and on this channel I share different self-development, spiritual tools, ways how to live life happier and with open heart. And in today's video I will share with you my top 3 self-development tools, practices that help me to process and heal my emotions that impact my life in such a positive way that I can build my life as I want to, and I don't get stuck into negativity or some traumas, pains, and know how to process them. So let's start. My spiritual and self-development journey started when I was in high school, as I had some problems in family and I didn't know how to handle these emotions. The first thing that I just noticed on a bookshelf of my family actually were self-development books, and here and there were also about habits and even meditation. So I started waking up early and tried different techniques. At first they were mostly based on just, hacking your mind and becoming successful. With time I just realized how powerful these techniques are, starting from just journaling practices that help you to organize your thoughts, or meditation, that it's actually not just about the goals but how you feel and how you can evolve more spiritually. And before, I used to feel very shy and insecure, especially in public. I didn't know how to feel confident. I always thought that I'm worse than someone else. I was very needy for attention and very easily hurt if someone else told me some comment or criticism. So it was a lot of emotions for a very sensitive person. Now I know how to use it properly, but back then I was just sensitive and it felt like from all different places people were attacking me. I'm very grateful that I found these methods that I will share with you right now. This technique is created by a Russian author, Alexander Suyaz, and he's just amazing. I started with his books and they just completely showed me how you can look at life in a different way. Well, his most books are Russian, but I just checked that you can also find some English versions, and I highly suggest, because there are like foundations of the mindset that will help you to understand on a daily basis that you live in heaven every day, right now, with what you have. And so the technique is as follows. First step, you start by describing this negative situation that happened to you and how it made you feel. For example, today I discovered that 2 of my friends went together for a coffee and didn't invite me, even though we're all 3 friends, and that made me feel left out and sad. That's the first step. Second step involves several beliefs. First of all, that everything is actually neutral and we give it the negative or positive outlook, and it means that situation is not bad itself, it's just our illusion, our expectation that we want it in a different way, and when this expectation is broken we feel sad. And in this second point, you should detect what was your expectation, or how author called it idealization, that you idealized some scenario, that your friends always should invite you. You created this scenario that this should be the truth, where you feel happy. And so if someone else breaks it, you feel unhappy. That means it was an expectation. Because imagine there could be another person with the same situation, he would just say, amazing, they had a good time, we will have another time, you know? That person has no attachment to this specific illusion in their head. So the second step is to discover what is this illusion and understand that it is illusion. Those people behave the way they behaved. Life is the way it is. You just can't decide that life will be only the way you want to, because you're then just prone to a lifelong suffering if you only accept what you want and not accept the circumstances as they are. And third step is about writing down quite a list of few sentences that just helps you to process this situation. But basically the idea is to understand that you take responsibility for your feelings, because it was just your illusion. If you wouldn't have this strong illusion in your head about the situation, you wouldn't feel these negative emotions. And then you also can feel grateful for the situation, for life teaching you that even when something like this happened, it's still an amazing situation, you're still in heaven. Life gives you these situations to show you that you shouldn't be attached to this, that you have to become so aware, broaden your mind to allow whatever that happens just happen and not be attached to it. Of course, we live in this world where we are attached to our loved ones or to some material wealth, but the idea is that we should practice disattaching from those things as much as possible, at least not to suffer. The healing paragraph is as such: Dear universe and me myself, I'm sorry for these negative emotions that I felt. I know that sometimes I'm too attached to my expectations and idealizations about certain situations and name them. How exactly were you expecting something else to happen? But I take full responsibility for this situation and my emotions. I'm grateful, universe, for this lesson and for your attention and care. In the future, I promise to react to such situation much lighter and see the divine reason behind it. Thank you. And so when you write this paragraph day by day, for example 6 months straight, you will realize that it's really healing. It might not sound as such, but please try it out. Really write down all those 3 steps. Only work if you write them down, and you actually will memorize this paragraph very soon. And this worked for me amazingly, because when I was in that high school, I did this exercise really for months straight. With time, of course, I had some breaks, but when I felt that my life gets more emotional and I react more painfully, I return back to it, and I still do it. It's my oldest self-help practice, and I just beg you to try if you are not feeling very good in life right now. As a bonus, I will give you several more questions to ask yourself in case the situation is very deep, painful, then you will probably need to work more on this topic. First question, ask yourself, is it true? For example, something happens and you imagine something about the situation or the person. For example, the example I mentioned about the girls, I feel sad because I feel like they don't want to be friends with me. And then you ask yourself, is it true? And you start thinking, like, most probably not. Turn on this positive thinking that most probably they just wanted also to have time together and they appreciate me and want to be friends with me as much as I want to be with them. You just kind of start looking at the situation from different perspective. Second question, what does this situation mirror that is inside me? Basically, it means that if something happens to you, what something relates something to you, ask yourself whether you are doing the same thing maybe to another person. And secondly, if you feel, for example, left out, do you maybe feel left out with your own relationship to yourself? Maybe you yourself don't feel satisfied with how much time you spend with yourself, how much attention you pay to yourself and to your well-being. So it's always about looking inside. And third question is, how would love react? Imagine that you are the universal love energy that is loving. To activate this energy, try to imagine the moments in your life where you felt this love, maybe towards your small brother or sister, to your parents, to pets, any kind of, just get the grasp of this love energy and ask yourself, how would love react? Love would most probably just say it all happens for the best or something like this, but it really helps to change the perspective, because when we don't like something what happens in our life, it often is from ego, but love just helps to kick in the different vibration and look at the situation. So this was technique about your mind, and the next technique I'll show you will be about your soul. So this technique is pretty easy, and I believe that love vibration, us cultivating love, is the most powerful medicine and healing power we can use, and that we can generate within ourselves to heal anything from physical things to our emotions. So you need to practice on a daily basis feeling love inside you, in your heart. You can just meditate, put focus on your heart chakra, which is here area. Imagine that there is light and how it gets warmer, and start gathering all the love from the whole world, because if you just put intention, you can even breathe in love. And basically the idea is, when something bad happens, you allow yourself to imagine and feel that situation, but instead of, getting sad or just closing up, you look at it through love, and you send with your imagination, with your feelings, love to this situation. You can send it to a specific person. Even if that person did something bad to you, you still are sending love, because what you give is what you also receive. You just heal the relationship with the person, you heal that situation. You did something that is shameful to you, you can just hug yourself with your own love. This you should practice day by day, and I just promise with time you will feel so much more loving and have this energy around you all the time. It's a very, very pleasant sensation. And third practice is connected with your body, and it is ecstatic dance. That's why in this video I mentioned to you that all three parts, the mind, soul and body, because I believe for full healing you need to include all of them. And ecstatic dance is so powerful because it is a free dance. There are no rules except that you are trying to feel where in your body are some stuck emotions, and you shake them out, because emotions are stored in our bodies and then they are creating different illnesses, and it's just amazing way to shake. Actually, in animal world, it is just instinctively that gorillas or some other animals, after some fight with their tribe, they start shaking, because it's natural. We should release the tension from our body. A lot of emotions are stored in our lower body, where we have belly fat, or in our shoulders, and we want to lean inwards, not open our heart. So ecstatic dance, try it out. You can just put ecstatic dance playlist on YouTube, on Spotify. Just try to move with your breath, feeling your body, no matter how you look. I will make a separate video about that. But actually, if you're living in Latvia, I'm creating on-site events about ecstatic dance that you can attend. Next one will be very soon, on 11th of February most probably. So follow me on Instagram to learn more. Otherwise, I'll make another video. But the idea is just shake, shake, shake all the negativity, shake it out like crazy. So that was it for this video. I really hope you try out these practices. If you already are doing something similar, please let me know in the comments and share more of the self-help practices. Also, maybe write a specific question like what to do when you feel angry or sad. I have a lot more techniques to share. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Bye!